Hello and welcome to another episode of Rachel Rogers TV. I'm Rachel Rogers, and today I want to talk to all of you service professionals out there who are feeling overworked and underpaid. That's all of us, right? So if you provide a service to your clients and you're feeling like, man, I'm doing really well in my business, my business is generating lots of money, but I'm working way too much and it's still not as much as I'd like to make, right? I'm going to talk to you today about how I have been able to use the unique content and frameworks that have always been in my business as I've been working with clients one-on-one over the last 5 years, but just I didn't realize it, right? So I'm going to talk to you about how that content and those frameworks became the basis for a product that generated a lot of revenue for my business and completely changed my life. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to start by telling you my own story and experience building my own product and changing the game for my business. So my business is Rogers Collective. It is a modern and innovative law firm, and we have been in business for about 5 years now. And around the 2.5 to 3 year mark, I started to feel like I was really overwhelmed. My business was doing well, making well over 6 figures, but it was taking up so much of my time, and I was working nights and I was working weekends, and I had little kids. So I wanted to find a way to diversify my revenue, which is really important. The future of business is not just being a service business or a product business or a software business. The future of business is to be all three at the same time. So the goal is to serve the same set of customers, the same audience, but to be providing solutions in a variety of ways. So you take the same expertise that you use in your services and you develop products with that same expertise, and you develop software or apps with that same expertise. And that is what I highly recommend to you. So let's get back to the story. So I wanted to create a product. I wanted to find a way to serve businesses without having to spend the time delivering the service, right? Because every time I got a new client, it was great because that meant I was generating more money. But at the same time, it also meant that there were so many hours that I was going to spend servicing that client. So what I decided to do was to take all of the expertise that I already had in my business and to organize it and lay it out in a way that was easy to digest for entrepreneurs or whoever my audience is, right, for my clients, and create a new product from it and a new source of revenue from it. The other great benefit of this is that there were a lot of clients who couldn't afford my services. So it allowed me to serve the lower end of my market, right? The people who were just almost there to where they would be able to work with me, but not quite there yet. So I was able to serve them while they're sort of growing up and coming into a place where they can work with me one-on-one. So what I did was explore all the different pieces in my business that enabled me to service my clients during our first year working together. So that included contract templates. It included a step-by-step worksheet that I used in-house to incorporate my clients. I also used audio recordings that I had from lectures that I had given and had them transcribed. I used email templates, emails that I had sent to my clients to answer their questions and explain something. So I used all kinds of content that was just lying around my business. All of these processes, worksheets, different things that I used that created the systems for my service business. I used all of those different pieces, and that became the basis for my product, Small Business Bodyguard. So once I had the basis for the product done, I simply added some good design. I spent a little time filling in the gaps. I also hired a developer to develop the membership site for the product. And after I had all those different pieces, I had the resulting product of Small Business Bodyguard. Now, since I launched Small Business Bodyguard in July 2013, it has made over $450,000. It has served 1,500 customers, and it has had a huge impact on my business and my life. It generates a significant portion of our annual revenue. And it's also become a calling card for me. So it's led to speaking gigs and, potential book deal, which I turned down. But there were all kinds of additional opportunities that came from the product besides just the revenue that the product generated in and of itself. The biggest thing is that it won me back my time, right? So I didn't have to work with as many clients anymore, and I still don't to this day because we have so many sales from Small Business Bodyguard every single month, and since then we've created other products like it. So we generate so much revenue from the products alone that we don't have to work as hard and have to take on as many clients for the service business. Okay, so that's how it's totally revolutionized my business and changed my life and made it so that I don't have to work like a dog anymore, right? In my business as a service professional. Because if you want to make more money as a service professional, usually what you have to do is work more. So this has changed that. I don't have to work as many hours, but can still generate the same amount of money, or actually what's happened is I generate more money working less. Now, what I should add is that Small Business Bodyguard has had all of this success, even though I totally screwed things up. I am not that great at marketing. I don't have tons of time for lots and lots of marketing, right? So don't think that you have to be perfect, that you have to be a marketing genius to generate a lot of revenue with your own product. You can do this even if you're busy and don't have time for tons of marketing. So I am absolutely certain that there is tons of content that are just lying around in your business in all kinds of tangible forms, like in the form of videos or audios or worksheets or checklists or templates or past proposals flying around that you can use to create your very first product. So let's talk about how do you actually do that. I've created a step-by-step process that I call the content audit. So what I recommend that you do is my 5-step content audit to find the content that's in your business and to create your very first product. Now, the very first step of the content audit is to mine your business, okay? You're gonna dig through your business and find the content and the special frameworks that you have that are just lying around somewhere. So you're gonna find them in customer service emails. You'll find them in old presentations that you've done. You may have, written really lengthy articles in the past, or guest posts, or a white paper that you've done. You have content lying around. You have special step-by-step processes for how you do what you do, all in your business. So what you're going to do is start digging through your business and find all of that good stuff and start piecing it all together. And once you have a lengthy list of all the content that you've created over the years, you'll start to see a pattern form, and you'll start to see the very basis of a product start to emerge. Now, step 2 of the content audit is just to look at that list and decide which set of content do you want to run with first. Maybe you're an accountant and you see that you have the basis for an amazing product showing business owners how to do their own bookkeeping. Or maybe you have a lot of content related to changing your mindset when it comes to money, and you want to run with that. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is choose what kinds of questions you get from your clients and from your audience over and over and over again. Those are the kinds of things that are going to make for a great product. That is what your people are asking you for. Now, in step 3 of the content audit, all you have to do is start to rework what you've got. Okay, so you're going to take all the different pieces of content you have, presentations, templates, etc., and you're going to start to gel it all together and turn it into an organized, well-developed product. And so this is where I recommend you start bringing in other professionals. I recommend hiring a copywriter to help you with all the written pieces to it. You may need to hire a videographer if you want to do video. You may need to hire a developer to help you put it all onto a membership site. You may want to hire a designer, because good design really pays off. If your product is really beautifully laid out, then it's going to reflect how good the content actually is. You want your customers to immediately see the high quality of your product. So I highly recommend that you bring in a designer to help you make it beautiful, and any other professionals you need to help you get it all pieced together. You're a busy professional, you're busy servicing clients every day. Get the help that you need to get this project done. Now, step 4 of the content audit is that you need to protect what you've just developed. Okay, so once you have what's close to a finished product. You've got all kinds of written content in there. You may have some video, you may have some audio, you've got beautiful design, you may have some photography in there. So you've got this great product that you've developed, you've got to protect it. And so what I recommend that you do is you protect the content itself with a copyright application. You can register the copyright at the U.S. Copyright Office's website, copyright.gov. It's a simple process, not that hard. It's a $55 application, and your work will be protected from copycats and others who would want to steal from you. I have had people try to benefit from my product by trying to sell my product on their website and that kind of thing. So that's why it's so important to protect the content of the product that you create. And you also want to protect the brand by registering the trademark. So if you come up with a great, clever name for your product, which I highly recommend that you do, then you want to register the trademark for that brand and protect that brand. So that's what I did. I registered the trademark for Small Business Bodyguard, and I also registered the copyright for the entire content of the guide and of the product. So the trademark protects the brand and the copyright protects the content. So step 4 is to protect what you've just created before you start selling it. So step 5 in the content audit is the best part. That's when it's time to profit from it. Yay! That's when you start generating lots of revenue from your new product. You can either create a new website, create a sales page, and just start selling it and start offering it to potential clients that you talk to who say, you know what, I can't afford to work with you, or I'm not sure this is the right fit for you. Then you can say, hey, you know what? Try my new product. The other thing you can do is license out your product. So you may want to get in touch with a larger website that serves lots of the kind of people that your product is the perfect fit for. And you can license your product to them, do some type of partnership where maybe they get a small cut and they make your product available to their millions of followers and website visitors and that kind of thing. This is something that I've done myself, and it can be very, very lucrative. So if you can think of some really smart strategic partnerships that you can create, definitely do that. Or you can sell it on your own, or you can do both, which is what I do. So I highly recommend that as well. So that's it. Those are the 5 steps to the content audit. It's not that hard. Those are the exact steps that I took to generate $450,000 with Small Business Bodyguard for my business. And we've generated even more than that with other products that we've created since then. So I highly recommend that you get off the hamster wheel of delivering services and getting paid for your time and diversify the revenue in your business by creating a product as well. So look at your calendar right now. Find a free day or half day and take the time to conduct a content audit for your business. And then I'll look forward to getting a gushing email from you in a year or 2 from now when you've developed an amazing product that's generating hundreds of thousands of dollars for your business. So that's all I have for you today, folks. Thank you so much for watching Rachel Rogers TV. If you have enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. And if you never want to miss an episode of Rachel Rogers TV, use the subscriber box below to subscribe. It's just like DVR. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.